Well, welcome to the Montgomery Small Caps CEO series. Today we are catching up with Paul House, CEO of mining technology company IMDEX, stock ticker IMD. Always good to see you, Paul. Thanks for making time to chat.
Cheers, Dom. Once again, a pleasure to be here. Thanks for the invitation.
Pleasure. So why don't we start with a quick overview of the first half 21 result. Look, from our perspective, IMDEX delivered one of the standout results of the season. Against a challenging backdrop, the business materially beat market expectations with stronger revenues as exploration regions reopened and tight cost discipline driving solid margin growth. Paul, great to hear your thoughts on the first half result.
Yeah, thanks, Dom. Look, obviously, I think around the world, the COVID challenge was pretty alive for everybody. And by and large, I think most people responded very well. Within the IMDEX business, we were particularly pleased with our frontline teams and our engineering and product management teams and their ability to continue to service customers. We saw it as an opportunity. Our evolution of our service model to be able to continue to engage our customers remotely was a particular highlight. And our cost discipline has always been pretty much a relentless part of our focus as a leadership team. And again, you saw that play out with both our gross margins and our EBITDA margins being very strong and very strong cash generation. So we were very happy with how we came through that period of uncertainty and really turned it to our advantage.
Well, congratulations again. It was a very great result. And it stood out from other mining services companies, Paul. There were some great expectations coming into this result season of the mining services sector in general. Activity was robust. However, many did struggle to manage higher costs that have been associated with COVID restrictions. And again, highlighting the strength of your business model, you guys do tend to get thrown in the mining services bucket, but perhaps we could just talk about your differentiated business model compared to the traditional picks and shovels businesses.
Yeah, thanks, Dom. Look, as a mining technology company, we are quite unique in the way we are positioned in the marketplace. By our design, we have low capex risk compared to some of the larger OEM-driven or heavy asset-intensive mining services guys. We have low people risk. We don't need to mobilize 200 people on and off sites at any given time. The interruptions that come with COVID and the impact on that people risk is not something that we suffer. We have low contract risk. Our sheer global spread means that we aren't dependent on one or two contracts for a material part of our revenue. We have low commodity risk because our products are agnostic. We have low geography risk by virtue of our footprint. So we are quite well positioned to ensure that we aren't impacted by some of the interruptions from COVID, those mobilization and demobilization challenges, those asset intensity challenges. We are very nimble, which you would expect from a technology company overall. And pleasingly, our model represents that very well.
Great. And if we can now turn our attention to the industry outlook. Economies are reopening, commodity prices are robust, and exploration budgets are suggesting that there's good times ahead, Paul. It'd be great to get your perspective on the industry conditions and how you expect these to evolve over the medium term.
Right, Dom. So everyone would be well aware that prior to COVID really impacting us, commodity prices were strong. Well, today they're stronger. Reserves were being depleted at a faster rate than they were being replaced. Well, today that thematic is even stronger as companies prioritized operations over exploration. In addition to that, you've seen trends around decarbonisation start to accelerate the demand for certain metals. And you're starting to see that supply-demand gap coming to its own. So the outlook of fundamentals before COVID was good. The outlook for those fundamentals post-COVID is even better. And you start to see that also reflected in the S&P forecasts. S&P are predicting a 20% growth in exploration drilling expenditure year on year on year. So that's a multi-year 20% type growth. We think those numbers are correct. The industry is certainly willing. There are a number of things that has to happen to make that industry able to deliver that. But again, it's a good highlight that those fundamentals are very, very strong.
Paul, of course, the rising tide lifts all boats, but strategically your business has been really looking to outperform the market and grow in excess of the market. Can you maybe perhaps talk about the strategy there?
Yes, certainly. So we have 4 levers that we like to pull upon as a business. The first is the technical leadership that our products command in the market because of the R&D spending we do means that we should be able to win market share in any given market. And certainly we're seeing that with our gyro products today. The second is solution selling and the ability to leverage our global network to increase our presence on site from 2 products to 6 or 8 or 10 products. We started that process about 18 months ago, and we have a number of very good examples where we have full solutions embedded on site. We continue to add new products through that R&D spend, which means our total addressable market increases. And we continue to move downstream into new markets like mining production, which is the same technology, it's the same ore body, it's the same customer. It's us finding other ways to extract value for our customers in the mining value chain. So all 4 of those levers would allow us to grow our business if the market was flat. Now, add to that the rising tide of 20% year on year on year, and the outlook for us is very strong, both in terms of what we can do ourselves and what the market will do with us.
Great. Well done once again on a great result there, Paul, and thanks for making the time today and talk about your business. Take care and we'll chat soon.
Thanks, Dom. Always a pleasure.